God. Okay. I pulled a bunch of cards, and I almost wish I got the reaction on film, because just respectfully, what the fuck? Not to you necessarily, but to the people in your life. There's someone in your life who, please don't make this fit. Do I need to keep saying that? There's someone in your life who is not taking accountability. And it might be making you crazy. It might be making you a little bit nuts. There's like a differentiation between you and this person that was never there before. So maybe you are kind of separating or really healing codependency. Just for example, maybe you are departing from like a narcissistic codependent type of dynamic in a relationship. But this is stirring. And I want to point out, this is dependent on where you're at. So it is either currently stirring or has stirred a really intense form of anger. It's like this old, this card, Oil of Vitriol, is so powerful because oil is a fossil fuel. It's ancient, and it lives in the earth. It lives in all of us, right, in a way. And so this card is all about anger and which one are you? Are you being consumed? Are you the sun that's being consumed, or are you doing the consuming, right? And which is better is kind of, I don't know, up for discussion. But this it feels very chaotic. It feels like, damn, are we doing this again? It feels like I've had enough, and you have had enough. You have had enough. You're done. Like, quite simply, you're done. This is a chapter that is closing, and what is required of you because of this chapter closing is, it's work, but it's a new kind of work, and it's really greatly to your benefit. So we have two cards of transition here, yellowing and reddening. So this is like a drop in the water, and this is like the yellowing of a bruise, right? So I'm kind of feeling like the reddening card is like your environment, right? This is going to change whatever action you take here, or however you choose to go about handling this relationship or this chaos that is kind of coming up in your life is going to change your environment, maybe like slowly, depending on how drastic it is. But then the yellowing card it's speaking to bruising, it's a little bit more painful. But you've probably heard me, it depends on how much you've watched my content, but I love this card because it's described in the guidebook as transition, whether by yoke or bile. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether or not you want it. Okay. Chiron is offering you I don't want to say an out, but there's a soothing balm that has to be extracted from you to kind of rub over the situation here. And you're doing that. You're doing that. Like, there's what are you doing? Before I get ahead of myself here, what are you doing? Yeah, 8 of Cups. So I like to see that. This is, I want to point out why I jumped to say you're doing that is because of these two cards here. So Alchemical Wedding and Gold. You are doing it. It's happening. Even if it feels messy, I think that for some of you, this is something that feels like I'm seeing a lot of tears, and not like the tears that are just, you can wipe them away, but the tears that put boogers in your mouth, and that's good. That's good. We have the 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Okay. So there's a transitional period. I'm hearing something about conditioning here, kind of, waiting for the wings to dry out, kind of seeking shelter, licking your wounds, right? Yeah. So this is something that is going to take time. So I think for a lot of you, you are still kind of in the thick of it. But you're showing up here, Queen of Cups anchoring the deck. This is a very beneficial time for your own like emotional maturity and evolution. I feel like you're gaining a whole new perspective here. The Gold card it follows silver, right? So The alchemy deck speaks to the process of alchemy, turning what is base into what is noble. So turning lead to gold, and before you get gold, you get silver. And silver was in the deck, but I continued pulling, and it's somewhere in the middle of the deck now. But having gold out here is really encouraging, you know? Some of you guys are still in the process of kind of refining and processing and kind of digesting what's happened, or what your next move is. But the fallout, I think, will pass a lot sooner than your, poor thing, a lot sooner than maybe you are expecting, but you might be feeling really alone right now. You know, you might be feeling really alone. You might be feeling really misunderstood. Let's see, hang on. So I was curious what kind of aid is available to this collective? Like what, you know, if you're feeling that way, you know, what is supportive to you at this time? And the cards that I got are actually really interesting. Seven of Swords and Three of Pentacles. I'm kind of seeing this as someone like lying on your behalf. Two of Wands, King of Swords. I feel like there's someone really kind of vouching for you, or maybe doing something that it might appear bad, but because of their reasoning, it's actually really good and it's in your favor. So there's three parties here. There's you, there's someone triggering you, and then there's another party that is investing in you. There's someone who is vouching for you or kind of moving around the situation in your favor. Even if it is, you know, because the Seven of Swords is strategy. It's not just like trickster, is strategy. So tell me more, King of Pentacles, about the support for this collective. And this also, I want to also say this could be you. This could be you kind of, so is that there doesn't have to be three parties involved. It could be you know, moving around this situation with a little bit of fluidity, as to create something that is stronger, more sustainable, something that you're proud of here. And also something that you can actually utilize your emotional maturity on, like your newfound wisdom or objectivity, your newfound stability here. Wisdom is the word. Your support is in your action taking and in the action taking of the people around you. There's a lot, I think. I feel like I almost am wondering if the Seven of Swords is speaking to something that maybe you can't see. Maybe someone is speaking up on your behalf in spaces with other people. It's another way that this could be interpreted. You know, with other people, right? Kind of like strategizing with other people in your favor to get you out onto a path that is better. So I wonder if there's like an opportunity incoming for you here also. The Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I wonder what this is leading to. I'm running out of time. Five of Swords reversed. A resolution potentially. King of Swords keeps coming out. Yeah, it's like really cutting through the bullshit is what I'm hearing with that. Wheel of Fortune really cutting through the bullshit. It is a new path with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, but it is putting you in a much better protected space. Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. I really do feel like this collective has people that are like actually like you have people that are actually vouching for you here. So whatever this is, the triggering party, right? Whoever triggered you or whatever triggered you, I think that they were maybe not knowingly, but like this person or this situation is in the wrong, right? And so while you may be calling it out and saying like, I'm losing my mind here, or however this is manifesting for you, their accountability has probably been very fleeting. And you really have luck on your side here, because I think more people believe you than don't. You know, and this might be like new information. This might not be totally clear yet, is the thing. But you're kind of being encouraged, Page of Cups and Nine of Cups, you're kind of being encouraged to trust this. Nine of Cups, there's something unseen under that tablecloth. So you're kind of being encouraged here to really trust maybe something that you can't see, and just take things at face value. Let it play out.